We're joined this evening via Washington, Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur. Thank you very much for joining us
here.
Thank
you, Sean.
Let's talk about some of the President's proposals and where he's going right now. Let's talk about the jobs bill. I know there was a version passed in the House, and now it's handed to the Senate. Your gut feeling of where we're going to end up with that?
Well, I hope the President is true to his word and puts his muscle behind it, because we had the extended unemployment benefits in that bill that are so vital to people in this region and all over our country. We know that the way that you balance the budget and deal with the long-term deficit is to get people working. And that bill is a bridge, and that's all it is.
Okay. Does it feel kind of to you like another stimulus bill?
It's different than that, because one of the issues is for the governors, and as we see here even in our own city of Toledo and then in some of the towns around Toledo, people are having trouble, mayors are having trouble balancing their budgets.
Oh, yeah.
And what the first stimulus did was it tried to help the states so that they didn't go bankrupt.
Okay.
And we have to take a look and see what's happening across this country and do what's responsible and helps to move the economy forward during an extraordinarily difficult period when our banking system is still seized up.
And something you've been fighting about for quite a while, about the issues on Wall Street. I mean, I know you've been talking about all the problems that they've had and how they've trickled down here. Do you see any solutions to Wall Street problems?
I wish I had all the power. I would hold them accountable. But because the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation and the Securities and Exchange Commission are not being properly utilized at this time, decisions are still being made by the U.S. Treasury Department. And they aren't good decisions for the country, because our credit system is still seized up. Ask any business who tries to get a loan here at this level. Right. And they're making very political decisions, and that isn't giving confidence across the country for lending. You have to go to the Secretary of Treasury if you're a small business and you want a loan.
That wouldn't, yeah.
It makes no sense.
Right,
it makes no sense. And so they tend to be favoring their Wall Street friends, it appears to me, which are doing quite well. Those companies are doing quite well. They're taking unheard of bonuses at a time when everybody in America is taking a haircut.
Oh, yeah.
And they act like nothing's changed. And so, to me, that was the reason for the economic downturn, because of the collapse of the housing market due to their behavior and the products they put on the market. And until we fix that properly, you're not going to get confidence across the banking system. And we continue to hemorrhage jobs. Unlike during the Bush era, we weren't losing 780,000 jobs a month. We're down to about 10 to 20,000, but we're still not creating net new jobs, and that's what you have to do in order to balance the budget.
And get the economy rolling again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll switch gears on you real quickly here. The census, I understand there are some jobs that are not being filled. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, I don't know whether word hasn't gotten out or whatever, but of course we have to take a census under the Constitution every 10 years in our country, and they're looking both for office people as well as individuals to go door to door in both our rural areas and our urban areas. They're looking for people right in those neighborhoods that know their neighbors and would find it very easy to go door to door. So they should call the census if they need a job. Some of the jobs will last a long time. Some are just part-time, all through the remainder of this year.
Okay, good. So we'll get that phone number for you if you want to call up and try to find those jobs. And if you're struggling right now, it'll be a little bit of a bridge, hopefully, to the future. And if the jobs bill continues to go through, we'll see how that goes. Congresswoman, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. And that is this evening's Talk Back.